Boom.
Yes, what's good everybody? Bring that badger here. Quick shit vid. So, I'm on board. I can't believe I'm saying it, but I like Big Sam. It is what it is at this point. We are in survival mode. Survival by any means necessary. Some had to go, some had to change. You might as well just get him in. He's a bloke, and he doesn't really give a shit about, he seems like in pretty good spirits about it. He can't lose, can he? If we go down, he's got a team that it's just not going to be his fault. Everybody's sort of behind it. And I like that way he's talking in interviews and that, like no nonsense, try to lift everybody at club. He seems positive about it. So I've gone into champ man mode, champ manager, survival by any means necessary. You've come into club yourself and it's just like, right, Man City, what we're going to do here, obviously. If we get a point here, this is insane, and then Allardyce will be the absolute man if we get a point. So Cooper's out, unfortunately. So, and he didn't really say how long for. One thing I thought he said that was good in the interview, he said he's only focused on the players he knows fit. So he's just whenever Cooper's ready to come back, he doesn't even know if he's ready. He's not monitoring them day by day. He's letting the club do that, and if they're ready, they'll come back into training, and then he goes from there, which I think is pretty good. Just focusing on the players available, which is what you would do on Champ Man. If I went on there, took over 4 games to go, I'd either hide everybody that was injured or I'd just stick them in reserves and probably make them unhappy by accident. But get them out the way. We don't want to see them. So Cooper out, Sinisterra out, Dallas is obviously out, Tyler Adams out. Now, I haven't mentioned Dallas being out for months because he's been out for months. But we're in champ man mode, so I don't know that. I come into the club and I see that he's injured. Reserves. So my lineup. He's got a big call to make, hasn't he, with Meslier, silent S, and Robles. Probably a silent in there somewhere. Or at least a different pronunciation. I am going to stick with Lord Meslier, silent S. I'm going to get punctured for that, I've no doubt, or punctured and pillared or whatever the thing is. I'm sticking with Mez. I think he'll go 4-5-1, but I think we sort of played that under Gracia, to be honest. These 4-5s and whatevers, they're all sort of like overplayed, really. It's still a 4-2-3-1 type thing, but really sat in, which is what we've been doing anyway. I was hoping to, when I look through the squad, to be able to select a bit more, but we are sort of struggling in areas where, like missing Dallas and Sinisterra and stuff, you lose options, really. So, Ayling right back, I'd just stick with it. I'd go Koch and Wobber centre back, and then I would put Struick left back. And that is by no way diss towards Firpo, to be fair, who I actually think was unlucky to get dropped in the past couple of games. But I'd just go. We were all right with that at the start of the season. Struick's a centre back, and he'd tell him not to move forward whatsoever, and then he can tuck in quite a bit when the threat of Haaland's about, because Haaland likes to pull off, doesn't he, and go toward, like, in between the wing back and the centre back rather than straight down the middle. So he'd be an option that side, and obviously Ayling's going to have to stay sharp-witted about that. Then I would go Forshaw. I'd drop, so drum roll please, I would drop Rocker and not McKennie. There's a few people online saying bring Greenwood in, but I just think that's a bit of a wild card. Even though I think he probably deserves a chance just because how bad them two have been in middle. But I'd go Forshaw and McKennie. I'd stick with that. I think McKennie's a half-decent player. I can't help it. I think he's good on ball. There's a player in there somewhere. He just vacates the areas too much, and Rocker's not mobile enough or intelligent enough to hold the fort, and I think Forshaw will hold the fort. Then I'm going straight up top. I go Bamford up top. Just lone striker, work hard, try up ball up for us. Then in behind starts to get a bit harder. So I'm not going to pull down any trees here, rip up any trees or whatever, because this is where I thought, I can get a little bit more champ man mode on it. But you can't really. We don't really have the players for selection. So I've gone Harrison wide left just to work hard and just be sat next to Struick more or less. Nonto, because I do think he has the ability to actually, on the break, do something. And I really like Somerville going forward. I think his runs are mint. And, people say he's a bit greedy, but I do think he gets us out of a few problems and he can win his free kicks and stuff. But I don't think, I know he scored a few good goals for us, but they're all like link-up play. I think Nonto can actually beat his man and get a shot off, and, you know, like what he did against Scum. And then I've just gone Rodrigo in behind Bamford, mainly because I was sort of looking for a player to sit in front of. I mean, I actually like Rodrigo recently, this year really, and recently he seems to have shown a lot of passion and stuff. But I was looking for somebody really to sort of just sit in with McKennie and Forshaw, but I don't want to play rocker by any means necessary. So Rodrigo, obviously in a more advanced role, but still, you know, really sat in. But he does work hard, does Rodrigo. And as long as he stays central and don't vacate too much, we should be all right. We're on for a beating tomorrow, so it's damage limitations a little bit, innit? It'd be interesting to see what Allardyce comes up with. He sort of hinted that there'll be a couple of surprises thrown at Pep, which I think is bollocks. I don't know what, you can't really surprise. And to be fair to him, he said himself, you can only surprise them for like 5 minutes, and then they know instantly what you're trying to do. So it's a relatively pointless exercise. But in the nature of being a positive channel and not like others that are just bring the hate, bring the pain, I'm going 1-1 because they are absolutely going to score, and the only way we're going to get anything is if they only score 1. So 1-1. I don't think it'll be Bamford. I think it'll be we'll get a free kick. Hopefully somebody on the pitch can deliver the bastard thing, and then a bit of a scramble, and then maybe a bit of a scrappy goal, a bit of a tap in. But come on, let's get behind it. 4 games left, 3 games after this. 6 points definitely sorts us. 4 points, scary. 3 points, slight chance. Boosh!
The way they've been, the results they've had, 1 defeat in 13. I've got Muppets from Leeds talking about pressures on us, and Bamford and Forshaw and a couple of others, and it's over to you and this, that and the other. They got beat 7 times since Christmas. We've been beaten once. We've set it up from Christmas to be in the race.
Boom.
JackCity, bitch. JackCity, bitch. Hey!
I don't wanna play no games. No, I don't wanna play no games. No, I don't wanna hear your promises. You do you and I'll do me. That's just the way it is. Don't wanna ever feel surprised. That's why I ask no.